you built on something, you have this certain temperament, like, and people, like you said, coaching girls basketball, like, bro, same shit with me. I'm coaching my daughter and them team, bro, like, fourth to fifth grade girls, dog. Fourth to fifth grade girls.
Man, you're patient.
No, something there for me to be doing it. Oh, bro, everybody like, yo, boy, hey, I'm so proud of you, dog. Like,
so it's love it though. Yeah, because you see them get better by the day,
and it shows me a lot about me, right? So that shows Kobe a lot about himself as well, right? To being able to be this locked in animal that he's been, and to be able to have that emotional sensitive side, to be able to do that for little girls and show that I'm human, right? You know, everybody expects me, like I said, like, I don't fucking walk around hanging on the chandeliers out. Kicking the dog, hanging on the chandelier, like, fuck no, like, if we had the vote, that's what we would have voted. Like, I would not vote for that. I would not coaching the barbecue or kick puppies.
My third. I think coaching my kids. I got my kids in 7th grade, and now they 9th graders, and I've been able to grow with them. But man, it's nothing more fulfilling than coaching girls basketball and seeing them get better on the daily, and you grow with them, man. I love that shit.
Because there's no ego in it. It's just happiness and joy. Yeah. Well, when we started that, when we finished that,
but women, you gotta start from the ground level, because
this is the story of the one. As a lineman, it's his job to keep the power on. That's why he chooses Granger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It ain't no 6'8" girl with athleticism in the 6th grade that you can cut corners with that. Yeah. Like, if you already dunking the basketball for 2 years, you're gonna tell them, hey, just make layups. You ain't really gonna develop them with the young women. You gotta start from ground level. And they teach you a lot about yourself as a coach and as a player, because you got to really lock in on the fundamentals and then build from there. On the boys' side, it's different, because you might have 2-3 athletes that can go get it, and you just going to tailor-make your team for them.
That motherfucker doing fucking dance, TikTok. I'm like, hey, man, listen, hey, I appreciate y'all, but just give me an hour, right? Just give me an hour with no routine. That's all I ask for, right?
That's what we at.
Cartwheel stage? Are you in the cartwheel stage yet? Who that? Or cartwheel?
Oh, he got the baby.
Cartwheel there. Practice like
They got to get that energy
I'm
out.
like, huh? Well, I'm going to tell this one thing. Hey, I can get it out you. On the line, I tell their ass, they ain't listening. They over there with that TikTok shit. Hey. Oh, yeah. So they over there trying to make, yes, man.
See, we just stay standard.
Little girls, man, they listen. They different. Trust me, they ain't that dog.
Nah, they different.
Huh? You got to trick them. They follow. Oh, this practice is for TikTok. Yeah, so a couple days.
Bro, the level just started. We're already getting overrun. I got to take these guys out. Build this crossbow tower as fast as possible. I don't even think I have a choice. Quickly.
Is Andy Roddick spitting or tricking saying tennis players are the best athletes in the world? Tell me what you think.
Tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they play against the Minnesota Lynx.
Where's the conversation? Going back and forth like they do for 5 hours. Knees, ankles, back, spasms, dehydration, all that shit. We can't say whether or not that's accurate because we're not tennis players. We can go out there and play for 5 hours, hitting that bitch back and forth, back and forth. But they can't say what it's like to be on this side either. Everybody watching from a spectator's standpoint. So I think until you actually go try to do it and you feel what it's like, and then you make the assessment, you know. And, you know, Larry plays everything, so I can make the assessment, you know what I'm saying? And there's football players still exist, there's basketball, we jump, we run, we do a bunch of shit. So it's worth the conversation, but like he said, he's speaking for his set of athletes and his sport, so you can't discredit it, you can only just kind of compare it and have the conversation.
So, Gil, you're a renowned local pickleball player, similar to tennis in some regards. Game's a little bit shorter, playing in the elements, though, in the valley, 100 degrees. So what do you think about Andy Roddick saying tennis players are the best athletes in the world?
When you say best athletes, it means you take everybody out of their elements and then you put them in other elements to see who can actually still compete at a decent level. I'm pretty sure you can take every basketball player and they can compete. Probably not with him, of course, but they can compete in tennis. I mean, actually, when we retire from our sports, we play that. Yeah. There's no way he can retire from tennis and play basketball. Oh, no.
Nigga get destroyed.
Even if he was young, because that sport you have to learn it from an earlier age.
Nigga say he can't play tennis and go play basketball. But I can stop playing basketball and go and we play tennis. That's why basketball is the greatest sport of all time. Damn, nigga. Global, nigga. But you're not playing with the hammies.
You're not physically in harm of nothing.
Right, bitch, right? Of
your
a rack.
Worst injury. Your
worst injury is getting hit by a ball, nigga.
Getting hit with the ball.
Ankle, toe, places on the bottom of the foot. Right? There's no
your worst enemy is me not knowing how to hit the ball and me letting go of the rack and smacking the shit out you, nigga. I'm saying.
Lucky for me, shoulder.
They have a whole elbow injury.
Motherfucking shoulder placement pop out.
There's when you think of top, on the top.
Tendonitis, all you tendonitis.
They are. That shit strenuous at that level.
No, it's strenuous.
Because it's like a run. It's like a run
level, like and watch the
dudes.
No, but I've watched a top athlete, a basketball player, jump over other niggas. That's 44-inch version.
I understand that, but I didn't ask you that. I said, have you ever watched the top like Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras?
I asked you that.
Watch like them dudes. Andy, have you ever went and watched a match in person?
Yes. Not them.
No, the top level guy.
No.
I suggest you do. Right? They're different. But we're not comparing so without comparing, but you trying to like discredit what they don't not just discredit. I'm not saying they are yours as well, but they're not us. Of course they're not us. But I'm saying we're not black athletes. We're talking about the top now. That's the most recent. The top tennis players are not black. Right. They just started. Men, by and large. They just starting to pick it up and be somewhat relevant in that sport. So, of course, they're not going to be the athletes that we are. Like, they're just impossible. DNA is just fucking impossible. That's all we're talking about. So, I mean, but he's taking up, just like you taking up basketball, he's going to take up for 10. Same fucking thing, right? So he feels what he feels. I feel basketball is the best thing on the planet, but I went and watched the dudes at the top level and be like, God damn. I said, man, they fucking let it out there 6'5", 6'6", out there serving that motherfucker 140, 150 miles per hour.
That's
like, that shit is a ski. Like, and they've worked at it, and they are athletic and that in their own right. They're not going to be, they're not going to be, most of them, some guys are not athletic in that sport, man.
Brown.
This is not about like basketball. We're talking about guys playing basketball. We're talking about who's won. He said he's won. They're the top. Okay, that's what he feels. Yeah, but he feels there's no logic behind it. But that's the way he feels. It is logic. That's the way that man feels. I'm not discrediting him. No, I'm not discrediting him. That's you all. I'm trying to. I'm saying when it comes to athleticism, but he feels different. Okay, so I'm saying athleticism. I'm saying athleticism. If I take him from his sports, can he be dominant in track, tennis, boxing, any other sport? That's athleticism. So can we be dominant in the sport? Yes, after we got done playing. I said, but you said after you got done playing, right? I can. You said after you got done playing, correct? I can take you. I can take you as an athlete at 6'10". Can you ask 44 minutes for I can put you in boxing. Can you ask my point? I can put you in wrestling. I can put you in track. I can put you in football. I can put you in every sport. And you can play the sport. So you that's the whole athleticism. But you say your statement is athleticism. Did you not say? When he gets done, let's go back and forth. Y'all let each other go back. Did you not say when he gets done playing, when we get done playing, we go play a sport? Did you say that? Yes. So when we get done playing our sport, we can't go be dominant in that shit. We gonna play it. We gonna play it, yeah. For leisure, but we can't go be dominant in when we get done playing.
Sometimes Gil say shit a little too fast. Even though he got a good logic behind the shit, the nigga be saying shit a little bit too fast. What's this chicken shit? 7?
Try laxative. Are you insane? Laxative turn new hope into
these things are you see.
Right side, Sabali.
He's gonna feel the way he feels. Who's the best athlete? Oh, what are you talking about? Who is the best athlete ever? I ain't fuck gymnasts, nigga. Okay, fuck you. I'm saying the athlete because that is. Fuck the gymnasts. The plan. The gymnasts are the best. There's no plan. Hey, I was surprised by that. So what are you saying? You can't go do shit they can do at your fucking peak. Not in backflip. Not the shit that they can do.
Yeah, do you have a floor routine?
So you're saying, like, can they do shit they can do? Can they do anything we can do? Yes. What can they do? They can dunk. They have to move. They can do what they fucking do, man. Absolutely. Athleticism is your we damn shit and land on your feet. No, you can't. 10 sports, right? And we take basketball players, track, football, tennis, gymnasts, and we say you guys all have to do these sports against each other. Who is the top athlete? So what are you football and the basketball players together? Both there. Against each other doing what? Any regular activity. If we did sprinting, if we did volleyball, lifting, swimming, it's about you. It's not about your sport. What does the body yourself do? Gymnast. You're talking about balance, gymnast, strength, and core, and yes, maybe, yes, yeah. And I'm like, I think we are fucking I'm talking about I know me. He's saying that. Don't get no better.
Why is the shot clock more
adaptable athletes? That's called most adaptable. Let's look at you. But it doesn't mean that we are the best athletes. We can adapt to all of the sports. We can go in and say, yeah, we can pick that up. We can pick that up. We can pick that up. For to be the best. They can say we will go into those sports and then succeed and thrive, and that's not something we can actually calculate.
But I get what you said.
It's like they can't do certain things we can.
Yeah, like you know saying that we by default, because of what we do on our sport, we should be considered the best athletes because no one else can do.
Because there's people that can do our sport that's not athletes.
Well, like I said, now Jerry can run and try to dunk from the free throw line and get there. He might not dunk it, but he's athletic enough to do it.
No, football players can dunk. They can't land.
They don't have the. Yeah, they haven't been taught like we have.
And they're like football.
Right, they land like they land.
Up and land like football.
Tennis players are going to run from here to here as fast as they can. That's what they know. Go here, go here, go here. But when you tell him to jump over the motherfucker and throw it in there, he going to get his foot caught. Absolutely. He never did it. Absolutely. But it's different aspects of the sport that you look at, you say, well, if you got a guy that played basketball and they never hit nothing, he's swinging this bitch like it's a baseball.
You can go give him
knocking it out the park every time.
We can do things that the other set of athletes can't do. We all thrive in different ways. We all are different, special. Some not athletes, some good at the sport and not athletic. Guys playing basketball in the NBA that can't jump over a fucking Saturday's news tape.
Basketball players not going to
those guys are not athletic at all. They made it to the highest level.
We are going to have a trouble.
I think hitting the baseball probably the hardest.
The hardest. So if you think about throwing the ball, you can throw the ball accurately to first base from over here.
Can you catch a baseball? I'm a champion with my bare hand? No, with the glove like they do.
Yeah.
Can you hit a baseball? Can you be an outfit?
You think that's easy though?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm asking, do you think talking about ball with a glove is easy?
I think y'all missed the something about your particular sport. We're talking about the human body itself as the athlete itself. The athlete run, jump, react, move. That's the athlete.
But you think a basketball player can put a baseball glove on and just catch a baseball just because? You think it's that easy? Because the basketball, they miss the ball.
We're not talking about being experts at something. No, we're talking about doing it.
Yeah.
We have eye-hand coordination.
But it's not that easy. That's what I'm saying.
Dominant to doing it. So you fucking tricky, boy. Can he do anything? Hold on. Can he do anything we can do at any level, the beginner level? We can be beginners at this sport. We can play tennis and we can move, we can jump, we can do that naturally. That's what we naturally can do. We can run side to side, up and down, moves. So we can naturally do that without hitting the ball. Without hitting the ball. Can he jump up and down and chase us and run around, get through straight? Like, there's no human being that he has to react to.
But the basic function of going to 24 hours, and you look to 24 hour, right? And we pick him up. And we pick him up on our team. What does he have to do to be able to be on our team?
Set good screen.
And play defense.
Rebound.
Run around, fight through screens, like you just said. He don't have to shoot a fucking shot. He don't have to dribble the ball at all. Just pass it to me, I'll pass it back.
He can be a good corner boy. He can knock down the middle.
You just saying.
All right, man. But they athletic as fuck, man. Can you mention difference between skill for like tennis, hockey as well? So entire sports world been discussing this topic. On First Take, former hockey player PK Subban weighed in.
Imagine effortlessly mining Bitcoin with CT Pool. No more complicated setups or drained phone batteries. CT Pool makes mining easy and stress-free. Forget about
LeBron James is an absolute freak of an athlete. No one is ever going to question that. He is. And until I see him on a football field or any other field, I can't comment on his dominance. But I'll use him as an example because watching him on TV, he's just unbelievable to watch as an athlete. We know that. But there is no question for me that hockey players and playing hockey is the most difficult sport and the toughest sport to play. There's two disciplines in ice skating in the Olympics that you can win an Olympic gold medal. We expect our players to do it as a matter of course. And then it's full contact. So you got to be fearless as well. You're getting hit, there's no out of bounds, and you got to fight. And by the way, our guys, there's no
Niggas can fight for real.
there's no load management. There's none of that.
And they play 100 and some games too.
They play hurt. They play with broken bones. They play with torn ligaments. I've done it. Players do it. They're still doing it.
But when you talk about pure athleticism and I think about the versatility that comes with it. I'm gonna go the route of the basketball play. I'm gonna go with Marquise on this, okay? And it ain't just because it ain't just because
LeBron on skates. I want LeBron on skates.
Ain't no nigga putting on no skates. Ain't no nigga putting on no skates. Going out there to fall.
Too big.
You gotta learn how to skate first.
Too big.
Then you gotta learn. I went to school up there with them. Moving the stick. And like, do you wanna play hockey or you wanna do cross country? I'm gonna run.
Yeah, that's a different conversation, though.
We've seen black men have success in hockey.
You fall on that ice, you know what? You know what happens?
Like, here's why, like, it's a different combination of what athlete and what hockey players do, right? That's just the most difficult, I do believe. Like, to do fast choice.
Yeah. On ice, nigga about to crack the shit out you, nigga. V8.
That you have to deal with. Motherfucker, players at the bottom of the players are at the bottom. All of that, but it's not an athlete conversation. For me, that's not a conversation.
You say hockey's the most difficult sport to play, though, like,
I believe so.
I mean, there's a lot of sports out there.
In comparison to all the other ones, like I believe you gotta put skates on and skate. I'm
concentrate on what you got taught and where you gotta go to get ready back into
push off some legs.
That push off shit with skating. That shit and catch the fucking puck out there. I believe so.
You just push the LC and you like you got something on your mind.
No good with the triple.
It's ice skating with a stick.
I mean, what is very basic? Just saying, where was Nancy Kerrigan? What was when she hit over girl with that stick? What was her athleticism? Was I hard? Where was Ty Hard in that athleticism when she was trying to dodge that stick? They ranked 8th, 9th. So did you just say 9th? 8th. She hired some dudes to jump on that one, and that's what the fuck you did. Tennis is fit. Man, get them. Tennis is fit. Might as well talk this shit. Tennis is fit, according to fit. Man, most athletic sport, tennis is 5. Hockey is 8. What's number 1? Hold on. Hold on. They got boxing as well. We're not finna skip over that, though.
I did.
No, we're not finna skip over that, though. You can't use this woman getting jumped on to prove you a fucking point. That fucking woman didn't do it, nigga. That woman didn't do it, so we're not finna do that, yeah. We're not finna do that. We're not finna do that. Let's move on from the top. You gonna win. This woman getting jumped on those two dudes to prove their fucking point. That's fucking like, no, come on, man.
Ice skating with the stick.
I'm not way. Right, no way. Not rolling. Not rolling. Not rolling. Not rolling, man.
We got gymnasts over fucking hockey. So, can you read the list, please?
It's not an athletic conversation about hockey.
Toughest, yeah.
Toughness is other things other than athleticism.
I'm going off of what he said, bro.
Okay, cool. We're having a conversation, and I disagree with him.
Okay.
It's not an athletic conversation. So I disagree with him too.
Okay.
So what's the point you're trying to make?
I'm responding to him.
And we are as well.
Okay.
But we are as well, but the point that you was trying to make,
tennis is 5th.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Where does basketball rank?
In front of them. Okay, cool.
Who's ranking?
Yeah, who's ranking them?
Consensus for the last 50 years.
Cool. Whatever they have, that list is cool. It's whatever whatever sport somebody play, that's a sport that they're going to go with. So whoever's making the list, great. Cool. Somebody took the time out for the last 50, 60, 70, 80, fucking 100 years to make a list on most athletic sports that, however they got to it. Cool.
Family feud.
But whoever plays their sport, whatever sport it is, tennis, they're going to go with their sport. Fucking swimming, they're going to go with their sport. Hockey players going to go with their sport. But they're going to believe what yeah, but I'm just saying though, they're going to go with their sport. So everybody is biased. I think basketball players are more athletic, but if I'm real about it,
Gymnasts, this shit is fucking impossible.
We talking athletic. What's the difference between a basketball player and track star? So, who gets the most work?
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for any reason, click the button under this video to see if my offer is right for you.
Yo, bitch, it ain't.
The process of
fuck, nigga.
That's the difference.
So we're not gonna pick. So how do we get rid of opinion? Isn't that what the expert is? That's what the people who are voting. Everybody's hand is entitled to their opinion. So we all had our opinion, and then there's a list for the last 50 years. We don't go by this. I don't care about that list. You don't get that. That list don't dictate. That's somebody else's opinion. You care about that list. That list is somebody else's opinion. You're deciding to put above your own.
Didn't establish position.
I mean, I take my list. I will. That's one of the. I'm not gonna take their opinion. I'm gonna take my opinion. It's a school film, bro. Like we must just run in the list. That's fun. It's kind of fun for them. They put it together. Great.
I got my own list.
Yeah, I got my own. That's what we call opinions. Yeah, and that's what I said. Everybody's entitled to opinion. Yeah, I mean, when you look at everybody has their own, and you beat opinions with facts, right? So what are facts? How does that? How is the list fact? How? Just like any list says. How is that a fact?
Whoa. So are you rolling with that list? You rolling with that list? Where is the like people who are voting, there's a bunch of voters and they all vote. Just like anything in life.
The
7 billion people on the planet?
Opinion. So you can put an opinion and make it into a fact? How?
Stay with us, folks.
So I give you a list of 10 things to vote on, right?
And all the people vote from their
10 sports. Their opinion. So it's 10 sports, right? They vote on their 10 list of 10 from 1 through 10 on what they would think is the most athletic sport. Yes or no? Just assume that's the way it went. Right? So your list will be your list, right? If we fill the paper out as them people did, your list will be your list. His list will be his list. Everybody in this room list will be their list. If a couple might be the same, but more than likely all of them going to be different. Yeah. And that's so this opinion, their opinion, this opinion, this opinion, this opinion. So I didn't get a fact out of a bunch of
They put them all together,
and it's not opinion.
They put them all together, and then
it makes a fact.
Do you agree with the list? So if there's 100 people and we're all voting top 5 of anything, just like there, 60-something%, 20-something%, it goes. You just tally up the votes of what.
But it's still not an opinion.
Yeah, because it can't be.
I'm confused. That's why I'm lost at. It becomes a fact.
It becomes a poll of opinions.
That turns into a.
Do you agree with the list? Like it can't be a fact because like we just did with the teams and shit, right? So if 70% of people are rolling with your pick and you don't hit, well, really, an opinion or a fact that 70% was going to hit.
That's an opinion.
Bro,
Gil, stop. Stop this shit. He just said if it don't hit though, nigga, then the opinion didn't hit.
When it's
an opinion,
it's true
because it didn't hit.
If it doesn't hit, it's not fact.
Yo, Gil be tweaking, bro.
There's only fact. Nothing can become a fact. It can become a fact. If I give my opinion and say OKC is going to win a championship, and you say Pacers, that's our opinion right now. The fact comes on whoever wins it, right? Is that when the fact is that's when it becomes a fact, right?
Getting warmed up
for the fact. An opinion. That's what we're talking about. We have to see that there's no fact at the end of our opinion. Because nobody has come from tennis to play basketball. Nobody has went from basketball to do all this. So there's no fact in what we're talking about. It's all opinions from everybody on possible.
She's good at taking what the defense gives her.
So Tiger Woods said he's the best athlete. Okay.
Outside, Heinz Allen.
I get it. That's his, we would probably disagree with that. I was right. Very good golfer. Because he's never played basketball. I haven't seen his many. He's never played. He never ran fucking around in the football league.
14 points.
There's no difference in what anybody else to say, right? It's an opinion that nobody can prove. So, and the people that voted just is irrelevant. So it can't be fact. So we asked the chat for their opinion on this particular topic. We said which sport, which sport would have the best athlete? 40% of the chat said basketball, 32% said football, 23% said soccer, 5% said tennis. Well, speaking of lists and opinion, Ringer recently updated their top 100 NBA.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And there's the call on Sabali. That's her first foul.
Marcel Swally, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Michelle Beadle being fired from her Sirius XM Mad Dog radio show and being replaced by who else? A rival. The grudge match continues for a decade plus, and that is with C.A. Smith. He will replace Michelle Beadle and Cody Decker on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Okay, so there's a lot of ways we can attack this, but since I know both personalities, I will bridge it and try to take you on a different road than the typical. But first, let's hear what we really talking about. Let's go.
How you guys doing? Because in nonsense abound, I heard shine. The big three are back.
Yeah. Okay, this is them responding to hearing the news and getting all the details of the news. They'll break that down, but just let you know that's the context. Them on air the same day they find out.
What does that mean? Oh, you mean, well, if you want 2 hours of Jamal Williams needs to show up for the Oklahoma. Wait, who's Jamal Williams? That's right, a guy who doesn't exist. And by the way, I'll have lots of these fun types of nuggets for you for as long as we remain in the air. Just as like an appetizer, you know, a moose-oosh, if you will. Yeah, we're coming in hot today, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in hot. Yes, so the cat's out of the bag. I guess we're talking about it. We weren't supposed to, just as a heads up. We were only given a few hours notice, but we weren't told any details. We were promised that no details would be released. We didn't even know who was taking our place in the lineup. Just that it was going to be announced that new show was being added. Unbeknownst to us, the Hollywood Reporter, of course, had all the details. So it was a little embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. I've been in this business for 20 plus years. I've been treated poorly a couple times. This didn't feel good. I'm not going to lie.
I don't lie about it, okay. And I'm not going to lie about what I know about Stephen A. Smith and Michelle Beadle.
And she can't bank that one in. The shot's just not dropping for her today.
Issues with each other. This will be a little bit of exploration into how we got here, and I think that's the best way to do this. Okay, this is Marcel Swally with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in crypto. Earn my own way, my own key. Okay. Now, you remember who was going to antagonize that person the most? People who seem to be getting things, right? Stephen A. Smith has worked very hard for what he had, but at the same time, the dominoes are falling in his favor, so sometimes that can get misconstrued as he is then getting things. First take, oh, real cool with Skip, you're giving that. Mad Dog Radio, oh, you're real cool, Mad Dog is on your show, you're giving that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of like a top layer, but let's go a little deeper than that. Or you are outcast. A lot of people come up to me all the time and they ask about all these people, but they really ask about Michelle Beadle and they say, and they always say it like that. So I wanted to read this because I thought this was very interesting and it would give me a lot of talking points. Shall we? Okay. So here's Johnny Thunderbird saying, I watched Michelle Beadle on ESPN as a teen. She was hot. Happy attitude. Left politics out of sports and was one of the most popular female sports personalities. Now she's not hot, pessimistic, has a terrible attitude, politics, consumer, and most didn't even know she had a show until she was fired this week. Harsh, but hey, this is his opinion. The victim mentality she's leveraging is a smokescreen to save her reputation after committing career suicide. All she had to do was be that same woman she was 12 years ago, and she'd still be at top, be a top female sports personality. Instead, she comes across as miserable, uninformed, menopausal Karen. She should be embarrassed about how she handled her show today.